When you have number 1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. The Sooners offense will have the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on is just...
There he goes! Smashes through the tackle. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And on that third down, that play is set up to beat man-to-man coverage. You see the receiver, the ball gets thrown out in front of him, and he's able to get away from the defender, make some people miss, use the speed, setting up 1st and goal.
The Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Wildcats offense has the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You got to worry about the ground game. You think there's some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Morrison. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the run, it's Pope fighting off the defender. Got enough for the first. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. They're going to ride this running back. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Fires to the right. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down and likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kentucky. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Here he comes with the return. Makes a move. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Going right to work up top. Back open in the middle. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. I like this, taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
Well, and I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's where quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space. Take advantage of it. Get it to my running back. Let him chew that up, and now it's easier on the next down.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. And the Sooners with the 1st and 10. Quick strike complete. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Caught in the backfield, it's Marks. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19. The Sooners have their offense in high gear. The give from the gun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the ground game. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He's looking to pass, and he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good. You've got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Offense just not able to get it clicking down here in the red zone. That's 3 straight incompletions, trying to fit the football into tight windows, but the timing not there, and now it sets up 4th down.
Let's it fly. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called it.
They'll try to power it in. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sooners!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had 0 problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Poe. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more after.
Breaks into the open. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air, it's Morrison. He's got him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. They just keep firing. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. To the air on first down. Time to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
It's complete. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Sooners will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The Sooners will hustle to the line. Looking downfield very late in the half. Fires to the right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Right through the wicket. He just flat dropped it on the crosser, and it'll be fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Here's the pressure. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first two quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kroger Field.
Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. The screen, he can go. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still first and goal. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Off the play fake on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Back to pass, it's Morrison. Plucks it out of the air. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking to throw on third. And here's the third interception of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Motion from the wideout. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Morrison. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on 3rd down. Like, everything going the other direction.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. The defense knocks it away as we have knocked down 3 quarters and head to the 4th. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? To the air, it's Morrison. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. He'll start this drive firing. Going for it all. Throw to the end zone. Picked off.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably wouldn't quit. You probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
The give to the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively.
looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's got it and still on his feet. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Dropping back, it's Morrison. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Poe. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the pass?
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quickly complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The sweet feet buy a little time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Pulls it in down the sideline. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are
and give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And we knew this offense was good, man, but seeing them in person, like, now I understand why they're a top 10 offense. Week in, week out, so many different ways to hit you from so many different angles. Undefeated still. Still an undefeated squad moving forward with all of their dreams in front of them.
Working that left side now. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Oh, they're after him. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. Punt is on its way. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. One more play to pad the stats. Looking downfield on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution.